How do? Time for Spider and Old Scooter again. This is Tuesday, the 27th of something, June, I think. And we're here to play Spider Solitaire. Wonderful game. I love it. Play it all the time. And I'll play it with you and we'll talk through some things. This edition, I tend to name my editions because I have some idea of stuff I'll talk about, because I do talk, is Baby Bird. Found Baby Bird. Big drama. I'll touch lightly on the news, although I'm in a state of news rejection right now. The CNN wrong story about Russian involvement, Trump crowing. We have a president who crows, or crews perhaps. Fake news, and so forth. I can barely deal with it, but I can deal with baby birds, and we had quite an adventure with one today and yesterday. It was already happening on last night's game. I just didn't bring it up. I didn't know how it was going to resolve. So, we're going to play. This is Spider Mac, my nemesis, the artificial intelligence behind this game. We battle down to the hurdy-gurdy, the nitty-gritty, and the Freddy-petty. We go all the way. And she typically wins. But anyway, and I play in my own idiosyncratic way. Various people are advising me to play differently, but I play the way I play. And if the game interests you, and I think it's inherently interesting if you just pay attention a little and then play it a few times, you'll be stuck on it. So let's get sticking. We're going to play the two-suit version as always, and immediately start off with any obvious moves, of which there's not a surfeit. You sure have funny-looking surfeits. You shouldn't wear sandals. And there we go. Put that 6 on that 7 and see what's under there. That's sort of a philosophical question. I raise it regularly. When I do that, like I do a cross the color line move, expose something early in the game, I'm trying desperately to knock all these guys down, the thin blue line. Should I leave it up or take it back since nothing came of it? My tendency, since I think I'm conservative about this, is to take it back. So what the heck, I will. I may regret it. And try this one. Well, see, it was better. So conservatism once in a while in silly games works. So we'll press on fearlessly here, and I'll start telling you about the bird. I was doing something here at this computer working. No, I wasn't. I was in the TV room watching TV. I don't do that much. I'll talk about that later. Oh, you can't wait to hear that. And my wife started screaming at me, get out here right now. And of course I leapt to my feet and almost fell down and rushed out, and enigmatically the first thing she said to me when I got to the back door was, put on your shoes. So I knew it must be serious. She said, there's a baby bird out here. So I went and slipped on my slippers and went outside, and here was this little bundle of blue and gray feathers. It was, but had pretty big legs and feet. So it was a fledgling, not quite fledgeable. And it was a fledgling Steller's jay. Out here in the mountains, we have these real big, well, of course there are other places too, but real big blue jays called Steller's jays that have these wonderful top knots. I wish I had one. I'd wear it on this game. Spectacular birds. Omnivores, ate every imaginable thing. They ate all the bird foods we put out. And suet, all kinds of stuff. So, brought the baby bird. It didn't seem to be damaged. Our theory is that it got through the fence from falling out of a nest down maybe 200 feet from the house, and one of our dogs with a soft mouth, Allie, picked up the bird, the fledgling, brought it up and dropped it at our back door, a little gift, and did not damage it in the process, at least not so as I could find. So I picked it up and took it in, and we were worried about it becoming dehydrated. And maybe tomorrow, if it lived through the night, we would think of something to do with it. Maybe take it to wildlife animal rescue. So I dropped water in the little Dickens's mouth right away. She got, or it, I don't know whether it was a he or a she, but huge mouth, Open that sucker up every time I looked in the box. So I would drop a drop of water in. I did that 4 or 5 times so she wouldn't dehydrate. This is high drama. I mean, I get all emotional about baby birds. So emotional I can't find any plays. Oh, here's something. And that wasn't much, but it gave me that. So anyway, the bird made it fine through the night. Very active in the morning. We put him in a soft little nest of paper towels, I think. And so I thought, it's got to be hungry. They got these, it was very warm. They got these high metabolisms. They need a lot of food. And I'm always reading about how mocking hummingbirds will die of starvation if they go 30 or 40 minutes without a hit of sugar water. So I thought, we got to feed this baby. So looked up. They are omnivores. And so I mixed a little suet in with the water, smushed it up and took all the hard things out and fed the baby suet water for a couple of hours. It looked real healthy. And so most cities have. We have in Albuquerque a wildlife rescue center where they take care of incoming injured critters or abandoned critters or out of the nest too early critters like I had, and then they pass them out to people who foster them. So if you know anybody who is a wildlife animal fosterer, give them a pat on the popo, because it's a noble way to deal with our wildlife brothers and sisters. I wish somebody would ship me a little wildlife for this game. Rarely seen such an unproductive game. I know Spider-Mac is just intrigued with listening to this bird story, and she's trying to keep me from running away with a big win. Oh, look at that. If I pay attention and stop getting emotionally involved with my bird story, I could play a little better. So said bird, having gladly accepted my suet water, was in a great mood by the time we got there. When we got there, there was another guy there in a box that had 3 baby rabbits, baby cottontails. Had been doing some leveling or some sort of landscape work in his backyard and uncovered a nest of baby rabbits. Mommy and Daddy split the scene when the scrapers got there, and so here were these baby rabbits. They were going to get a new home. And right as I was walking out, a guy came in with another bird. Broken wing. Poor baby will probably never fly again, but then again, you and I don't ever get to fly. Flap, flap type flying. So baby bird is now safely ensconced. They even gave us sort of a follow-up number. They numbered the bird. It's number 1250, I guess, this year. And I can call in 2 days, and they'll tell me how it's doing. Now that's public service. Look at all these kings. 3 kings. Spider-Mac constantly violates the laws of statistically likely stuff and gives me things like 3 kings. Oh, the rest of the news. What was it? Oh yeah, on the CNN Russia story, fake news. I never watch CNN. I never watch cable news at all. I don't watch Fox. I don't watch CNBC. I don't watch cable news. And I used to be in the news business. CNN was once a client of ours for quite a while. New York 1. Now there's a cable operation I really respect a lot. I respect CNN. I just don't watch cable news anymore. It's my right. I watch lots of excerpts from cable news, but I don't actually sit and watch their programs. Oh, I heard Rush Limbaugh do a terrible fake news or a lie or spin or something, what he does all the time, in my opinion. He was talking about the minimum wage. And he said, it just ruins companies and restaurants and all kinds of service industries just collapse. Why they took the minimum wage to $15 in Seattle and pop all over the place. Restaurants are closing. It's a catastrophe. Well, that's quite undecided, quite premature. There are 2 major studies going on to see what it really does, and one of them says it's probably causing some problems. The other one says it's wonderful, creating new opportunities, new health levels, and so forth. But in Rush World, it's a catastrophe. Now, that didn't drive me specifically from cable news, but you get the drift, I think. I just get irritated when people don't do news truthfully and objectively and insightfully and hopefully disclosively. I love them disclosives. 6, 8, 10 for a jack, ace for a 2. Oh, we're down to almost the last card. Actually, we're down to the last card. No scores. Punched no holes in the thin blue line. Told a weepy story about baby birds. I could do this, I guess. It's a restack, and then this is an even better restack. Now I have a king 6 stack, which gives me hope. Well, thank you very much. Auto move found a move for me. And look at this. Look at this. Boom, a score! So, I went from being $83 in the hole to where now I'm $16 in the black. Yay! I can now play with wild abandon. New York 1, though, was the pioneer, big-time, local cable news operation from New York City. Of course, that's a wonderful financial base for something you could not do that in Albuquerque. But it was, man, they broke stories. I guess they still are. I'm out of touch. But if you're in the New York 1 viewing area, you're lucky people. You get insights into your local events and issues that most of us don't get into ours. Unless we're newspaper readers, a dying breed. And unless you have a good newspaper in your town, another dying breed. Oh, them dying breeds. Don't sing, Scooter. Okay, sorry. We're on the last hand here. The last deal, the hospice round. Just keep the patient comfortable until he declares he's done. There you go. H7. But it did make a score. I'm still $11 in the black. I cannot be complaining about this game. That's my basic attempt always, is to score once. Otherwise, humiliation and terrible losses lurk. But I'm done. Trump is crowing. I have a president who crows. That's fairly phenomenal. I told you about the baby bird. And if you wonder what suet is, you're out of touch with the basis of reality. Got to boil in bones and something. Well, bless your heart. Thanks for watching. See you at the next game. Did I stop it? I fail all the time at that. Given kind of a weird twist to the end. That's what I'll call this. Baby bird and weird twist at the end game. Try it again. Bye. Watch me hold this expression.